Hi, and welcome to Miss L Creations. You might be asking yourself, Kathy, what incarnation have you done to your desktop? And you're not wrong. I want to play with UV resins today and see what we can come up with. I have a ton of stuff. Most of this has come from Temu, and if I can still get a link for it, I will put it down in the description below. We have some Pearlescent UV resin we're going to use from Let's Resin. I just got these. Finally, they've been on back order, I guess, for a while. I have these adorable little hearts. They're actually beads, and they come on this string. And I've already gone ahead and cut one of those strands off. And it's super easy. Oh, get off of there. We're just going to slide them off of this string and see about putting these in something. Maybe as a centerpiece or something along those lines. But they're really pretty. They look like little stones. I have dried flowers. I have iridescent holographic. It's not paper. I'm not sure what this is called. It's almost like glitter. But we have some of that. And then the molds we're going to use today, now that I've dumped all those in there, I have these cute little heart pendant molds. So we're just going to dive in and see what kind of damage we can do today. So let's start. I always like to protect my glass first, or my acrylic sheet that comes with my light first. So the last one I had, I've already used it so much that it's not very good anymore. And I just take and put it on. You can put a piece of plastic wrap over this, but this is just a film that I got something out of, probably a mold. It's obviously from Temu, and I just wrap over the top of it, and that way when we put our stuff on our acrylic sheet, if I get UV resin off of our silicone, which I would never do, it goes onto the sheet, not onto my acrylic. That way it doesn't, my acrylic will last a little longer. And this is completely see-through, so it can cure from both sides just like normal. Let me clear this up a little bit and I'll be right back with a game plan. We're going to fill this about 3/4 of the way full. We're going to just do all of them. I'm going to go through a lot of UV resin today. Let's try some of our colored pearlescent light or pearlescent colors. So this is blue. Oh, it's very thick. Much thicker than I expected. We'll do a couple of colors. And how about purple? Blue and purple always look good together. Let's try some white. Add a little more blue to this side of this one. And then we have green. Oh, that's pretty. And blue. Green and blue always go together. This is the light blue. The other one was just blue. I'm just going to take our little tool, wipe all that off the top because we don't want any of that on there. And I'm just going to swirl it. Wipe off our stick, and then we'll do the same with the purple and blue. Oh, and white. And I think these are going to be best backed in white. Should we do one of each? Let me see. You know what? Let's just do one of each and see what it looks like. We'll do one in white and one in black. See what we get. Oh, wow. Those are so pretty. Actually, I like them better with the black on the back. I'm glad we did that. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see that, but it really looks like ribbon laced into that. It's so three-dimensional. Oh my goodness. That's so pretty. Wow. Okay. One more. I'll get you pictures at the end as well. We gotta try this again. And I wanna try it with the purple. I think we're gonna do this one, the purple and the blue again. All right, so let's add some clear. Let's do it on a big one so we can really see it. I'm pushing the limits on how much UV resin you can put in there before you start worrying about it being too thick. I'm gonna drag this through. And I also want to drag it up through the handle again because that was really pretty. And then this time, I want to try and drip some of our marabou on, see if we can drip some of our marabou ink on the back. This will add some extra shine to the back of this. Come on. That might be way too much. I guess we'll see, huh? All right, let's try this one. See how we did. It's beautiful, the colors are gorgeous, but I drowned out the marabou ink on the back. I got too much. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Exact same colors. I wanted to see if we can get this to work. We're gonna do the exact same colors, less of the colors, and then we're gonna back one in the marabou ink, and then I took and mixed up some UV resin with this pink, super fine pink glitter, and we're gonna back the other one in that, and then back both of them in black. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go get more UV resin. I wonder, I have some high viscosity resin. Let's try that and see what that does. Why not? We're gonna do the two outsides in high viscosity. So don't forget which one that is. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video probably to remember. Let's see if that holds our ribbons any better. And then we're gonna do the middle one in normal. Fewer color. Less color, not fewer, I guess. Marabou. Oh, I need to stir. Thanks for reminding me. I think we'll do one of the regular viscosity and one of the high viscosities in the marabou ink. It's got a little ball bearing in there. It's kind of a pain in the tuckish right now, but all right, we're gonna cure that. Then I'm gonna put the pink on the back of that one, and then we're gonna back all three in black. I didn't back this one with anything. I think it's gonna be okay. Could back it in white. I think it's gonna be all right. We're gonna find out. We shall see. Ah, I had a little overpour on these black ones, darn it. So there's our pink. Very pretty. I like it. Oh my goodness. And there's our 2 black ones. Uh-oh, now I don't remember. I don't see a difference, honestly. This, I think, was done, this was on the end, right? This was in the thicker. Man. See, I knew I'd forget already. I didn't take them out. You can't really, this one's got a little more defined. So I bet this was the thicker one and this was the thinner one. These lines are a little more defined. I got a little bit of overspray. All right. I want to try one more thing. I'm going to use the high viscosity again, I think. It won't matter actually on this one. I'm going to put those back into cure just a little bit while I work on the next ones. The last thing I want to try, because this is getting to be a long video, or it has the potential to become a very long video, is I want to try raindrops. I've done it on regular pendants. This is going to be a little harder because it's on an incline. But you just take a drop of UV resin and you actually, it's supposed to go that way, Kathy. You dipstick. Oh my goodness. Raindrops don't come down or go up, they come down. Silly goose. And then you can take off your big ones and make little drops all over your mold. The more you have, the more realistic it is. Okay, I'm gonna cure that real quick before it slides down the mold. And then we're gonna do another one. We're gonna use high viscosity on this one because that's what I should have did in the first one, knowing that the sides of this are beveled or at an angle. And this one we should use epoxy resin. We should use black epoxy, but I don't want to wait because the rest of these are all done. So we're gonna do a couple layers of black. All right, and we're gonna cure that one. And then the last one that I want to do, I want to put a charm in the middle of one of these. I don't know which charm yet. I'll figure that out when this is curing, while this is curing. I'm just going to put a layer of resin in there, just so the charm doesn't sit on the front, and then we're going to let those cure. And I'll figure out what charm we want to use. I just selected this little one that says love. And I think I'll just attach that if we decide to make it a keychain. I just left it out so I didn't have to dig it back out. And I just have a pair of wire snippers here. And I'm just going to snip as close to the heart as I can. And the goal is we just want to take that little hook or the little round piece off of the top. Like that. So we removed that little loop on the top. Perfect timing. Okay. So these two, I have brushed it with chrome powders before and it works beautifully. This is Nodway. It's a holographic powder, chameleon powder, and this is purple and sky blue. My finger in that. Now I'm gonna have to be careful. And then you just brush the inside of your mold, including over the top of your little raindrops. And get a different brush. And we're going to use our Let's Resin Chameleon Flakes, and this is Violet Aqua. This I have not done before. I don't know what this is going to look like. Burnish to that really good, and then I'm going to go ahead and add just a smidgen. I'm not going to use high viscosity because I think I'll get a better chance of getting bubbles in it with high viscosity, so I use just our regular resin, or UV resin. Drop our charm in the middle. Hopefully it won't float around, it just stays right where we want it. Stay. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the light, make sure it's where it needs to be before I turn my light on. I just wanted enough in there to keep it from moving while it cured. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put a thin layer of clear on that one. We're gonna put thin layer of black on these two, and then we'll just finish topping it up. And actually on this love one, I'm gonna use some of our flowers, our dried flowers, and put around the edges of this one. Just grab the back of a flower and tuck it in. And these have got stems on the back, and that's okay because once they get cured in there, I'll just cut the stems off. Which one do we want to do first? Isn't that pretty? A little raindrop effect. And let's see, that is in the chrome powder, and wow, that is in the chameleon flakes. Holy mackerel. That has got a ton of depth to it. So pretty. Wow, that might be my favorite piece of the day. Nope. This one is. Not sure black was the right color for the back. What do you think? I think white would have probably, it would have, nothing would have popped. I was hoping the black would make it pop. So pretty. Oh my goodness, those are so cute. So that's it, guys. I'll get some pictures of them here at the end. Which one was your favorite? And if you're going to recreate one of these, which one is your is the one that you want to recreate? I know UV resin, not everybody has it. Not everybody likes to work with it, and that's fine. What are your thoughts about UV resin? Do you have a favorite UV resin? Today, for our for our regular viscosity, we used Let's Resin. For the high viscosity, I use J. Diction. I use them both. I have no complaints about either one of them. I've had really, really good luck. I love the Pearlescent colors by UV Resin. These are gorgeous. So anyhow, I hope we earned your description today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. Leave us a comment down in the comments below. You have no idea how much that helps our channel. And until next time, we will see you then. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.